And a good morning to you all. It is a Thursday, and we have weather very similar to what we had from yesterday, with some fog around the region here as we check things out here in the Edinburgh area. Uh, it's still pretty dense, as you can see, though it doesn't appear quite as thick as yesterday, but dense nonetheless here. And as we check things out in some of the other inland areas, Meadville. So we go down there for this morning. They too are getting some. Whoops, I got the wrong one. I did the wrong one. Let's try that again. There we go. Okay. So Meadville now, actually, this isn't quite as bad. If you call yesterday, we could see were the lights. Now we're at least able to see the roadway there. This is the French Creek Parkway. Same shot as yesterday, but I can see the outline of the trees. So overall, again, in the grand scheme of things, the fog doesn't appear to be as dense, but it's dense nonetheless. In Crawford, Conneaut Lake area, we're able to see the lights across the lake. So, still want to take care as you plan your travels for the day because things could still be a bit on the foggy side, no doubt about it here. But otherwise, we got some great weather coming up. And one thing here, Craig Flint made a nice graphic here uh, on snowfall. And I know snow is probably the farthest thing from your mind here. But here are some of the snowfall amounts from the last 5 years, and the snowfall. Back last year we had 5 inches of snow, so not a lot. November usually gets on average lately about 10 inches of snow, typically. So we've been below normal. 2018, a notable exception, almost double that. Most of that came on one storm. And that's usually how November goes when it comes to snowfall amounts. We rarely get piddly 1 and 2 inch snowfalls. Usually, our snows, much of the snow comes only about 2 or 3 days out of the year. Um, and again, so 2020, barely over an inch. Now, 2017, and boy, if there was ever a time or ever a case study where whatever happens in November doesn't always travel to December. We had a half inch of snow in November in 2017. If you recall, actually, 2017 and most of December was warm until we got to Christmas. And many remember the 3 feet plus of snow that we received. That was 2017. And that was after a very warm November and warm first 2.5 to almost 3 weeks of December. And then bang, we got hammered and we cut up. So, this November doesn't always, translate into what we'll have in December. So we'll see. Right now, we'll see how that goes. And how is this winter looking? Well, you'll just have to find out. Let me see if can I read the calendar from here? Yes. On November 16th, give you a little heads up here, we have our winter weather special coming up. And that's where we will be telling you some neat little topics here. I continue from what I had the topic from last year. Craig has some good topics. And of course, Tom Atkins will give his patented wintertime forecast. That's coming up on November 16th. I believe it's 7:30 on Jet, and then the 17th at 7-ish on Fox. So you'll have two times to check it out. And of course, it'll be recorded and put on our website. I'm sure they'll have the rebroadcast that you can check out anytime you want if you can't check out the live versions. So there it is. Some snowfall amounts in the past. Not seeing any snow in our forecast. We're looking at very much like we did back in 2017 with that big bubble high, as we call it. This is our third straight week of having it. And this one will give us the warmest temperatures yet. We'll have mid 60s today. That's with the fog. And we'll have near 70 tomorrow and mid 70s on Saturday, even though we expect some clouds to come in. So, very warm, certainly keeping all that snow away for the time being. Now, the one thing we had yesterday that kind of caught us off guard, some fog came into the lakeshore area late afternoon, and that fog became quite dense. And what happens, the lake temperature right now is 55, air temperatures are in the lower 60s. So that cooling off the lake caused the fog to develop. And you can see here on our futurecast, winds are mainly out of the south. By the end of the afternoon, notice this wind shift line pretty close to the lake shore. Now, yes, Futurecast keeps it offshore, and if it does, then we won't see any fog. But it's still plausible that that lake breeze here along the lake shore could slide maybe up to about Route 20 or so. And if it does, we'll probably get another round of some lake fog, a lake-induced fog, later on in the afternoon. So we'll see how that goes. No promises, so to speak. And but just be ready if you live along the lake shore, particularly north of 20, later in the afternoon, of getting some of that lake-induced fog. Now, southerly winds are more prominent on Friday. You can see, look at Friday. We have no lake breeze here. Solid southerly winds. It's going to be a little bit stronger, and therefore it'll negate any lake fog. And we probably won't see much fog tonight. It'll be a lot more scattered and patchy, as the southerly winds will help boost our temperatures, and that south wind continues into Saturday. Now, late in the day, some showers will be developing. Any here? Okay. Still pretty far to the west on Saturday, but we could get some coming in here by late in the day. So let's see. Who do we have today? Danielle, good to see you out there in Mercer. Hello. You got some fog again out your way. Hey, Celine, good morning to you out there at the airport or close to it. Amy out there on State Street 45, and you do have a little bit of fog. Okay, Bob and Sue out there in Jacksonville, good morning to you. Hello, Fawn out in the Northeast, good morning. Jan Moses, good morning. And that 2017 winter, I'm sure it's one you'd like to forget, Celine. I get it. Hopefully we won't get a repeat of that. Hey, Marty, good morning to you. Hello, Shelly, 33 this morning. So temperatures, especially from Route 8 eastward, close to freezing. So you may get some frost out there as well for this morning. Yep, got to move it back into the garage. Yep, not ready for it yet. Definitely need that lawnmower, mow some lawn. Might have to do that today. I got a ton of leaves I just didn't get to yesterday. Had to do some grocery shopping, and grocery shopping just takes too long. By the time I got home, I didn't feel like raking, so whatever, right? Hey, Phyllis, good to see you. Chilly 38 in Edinburgh for the morning. And again, Shelly got some frost out her way out in the Corey region. So come on, Tom. There we go. Pop on back here. And again, just some great weather for the weekend. Great weather. We have temperatures getting well above the average here. Warmer temperatures with that bubble near where you see the orange here, the darker orange. That's the temperatures greater than 70 degrees. And we'll probably have a similar look on Saturday, again, despite all of the additional clouds that we are expecting to get. So 71 tomorrow, 75 on Saturday. We set the clocks back when you go to sleep on Saturday night, going back to standard time. And we'll have temperatures. Sunday really not looking bad. That's probably the most improved of the forecast here. Looked, we never thought we'd get rain in the afternoon, but now it looks like most of the rain should end early morning after 8, maybe going to 9 o'clock perhaps. We'll see how that goes. And temperatures will still be in the mid 60s. You can see keeping it mild from Monday through Wednesday, including election day, which is looking very nice, though it could still be on the breezy side. All right, people, that's all I got for you today. Good to talk to you as always. Go on our Facebook page. Today is National Sandwich Day. What is your favorite sandwich? I love the Reuben. Definitely love the Reuben, followed by a good Philly cheesesteak. Scott Mitchell also loves that. I knew he was a classy guy out there at the zoo. When it comes to everyday sandwiches, though, PBJ, gotta love it. prefer crunchy, of course, and a nice jam, nice jam. Jelly's good, but I like jam. I like a little bit of fruit in my jelly. So there you have it, everyone. Enjoy yourselves. Talk to you again tomorrow. Take care.